Good morning. It's November the 14th. The sound's going to be a little different today. I've misplaced my microphone. So you're going to get ambient sound. And usually you can hear pretty well with the mic that's built in, but it's not the way I normally do it. I know I was wearing it last time I walked on Sunday, and I remember putting it in its little case and seeing the little light come on saying it was charging, and I haven't seen it since. So I looked as much as I thought I could this morning and didn't find it, so I decided to just go with the sound that you're hearing now. I'm sure you can still hear me, but you'll hear more of the sound around, and sometimes it kind of changes because it's adapting to the ambient sound. Just another walk downtown this morning on a beautiful November morning. It's +2, it's supposed to go to +6 today and be warm for the next few days, so we'll see how much snow is left after that. Won't be much in the sun. Probably over on this side where it's mostly shady, it won't go away, even at those temperatures, not completely anyway, but it will certainly fade a bit. There's no more snow in the forecast. Last time I looked, this weekend looks good, which is important because I have to go up to Saskatchewan with my wife for a couple of days, so I wanted to be sure we'd have good weather for that, and it looks like we will. Heading to the hotel, have lunch, do some writing, usual sort of a Tuesday thing I often do. Sometimes I go a little further, sometimes I go earlier and work at the coffee shop, but I had a podcast interview this morning. Interviewing Christopher Rowe for the World Shapers. And that will actually be the next one that goes live, not this weekend, but the next weekend, I think. Could be this weekend. The last one was late. Technically, it should be this weekend. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. No, probably won't because of the aforementioned going to Saskatchewan. Never mind. Oop, squirrel. I actually suspect the gimbal will work better without the extra weight of the microphone receiver on the one end. Sometime soon I'll be updating to an iPhone 15, and then we'll see what's what with the new one. I don't know if its dimensions are significantly different, or I don't quite know what to expect from it from a live streaming point of view. It should have a better camera. They always seem to update those. I just got, just as I was leaving, I noticed that the first print copy I've seen of Shapers of Worlds Volume 4, the fourth anthology I've kickstarted featuring authors who are guests on the aforementioned podcast, just arrived. And now that I've seen it, I see that it's fine. I can get those books out to the backers. And I'm doing it a little differently this year. I've realized I can actually save quite a bit of money on shipping by more time on my end by shipping each one individually, drop shipping it's called, from the printer, as opposed to what I've done in the past, which is have a printer do a print run and send it out as well. It's much more convenient from my point of view, but it's also much more expensive, and money is tight on the publishing front right now as I hopefully get some grant money lined up, but I don't have it yet. A lot of expenses that go out before anything starts coming back in sales. That's the problem. You never know if the sales will even let you break even on the title. So I've got myself a very ambitious publishing schedule lined up for next year, and maybe I've overreached. I hope not. Hope somehow I can make it through this year, and this will tell me if this is worth continuing or not, or if maybe I just scale way back. And to get grant money, you only have to put out 3 books a year, and I'm doing like a dozen or something next year. Of course, the big one is going to be the Robert J. Sawyer book, The Download. North American print rights to, and it's already available for pre-order on Amazon and doing pretty well. So hopeful that when it goes live, it'll sell nicely. And Rob is busy. I pressed that button. Didn't get a walk light, but I definitely pressed the button. Rob is busy applying to the various writers' festivals around Canada and getting a lot of uptake on that, which every place he goes to a writers' festival will want to buy more books. So. Hello, Michelle, Bangladesh. We don't have a lot, but we have a few like that. More than there used to be. Petro can over there where we usually buy gas. Thai garden. Don't go in here very often, but it's a fine restaurant. There's Class X Studios where my daughter used to dance. I think I'll go down this way today. Let's get across the street. I vary it depending on, just depending. It's always the same distance, but it just depends on which order you go back and forth on. The blocks, if you go down the alleys, or how do you choose to do it. The alleys tend to have more ice in them, so I haven't been going down them very much. And over here, of course, there's also kind of a, it's not exactly underground, but a sheltered arcade. I guess you can't get into this one. There's another building where you can walk through the parkade, and I've done that before. Or maybe you can do it here if you come from the other side, just not from this direction. We'll mosey up this way now. Condo building here. The less attractive apartment buildings over there. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, good morning. It is quite a nice morning. +2 if you're just joining me, which apparently you are. Celsius, of course. So just above freezing. I've never been up there to see what that courtyard part of their building looks like, but I think if you get up there, I don't know if you can get down at this end, so I've never gone up there. That taller building up ahead is the North Canadian Oils building. My niece, who's the lawyer, used to work in that building, but I don't think she does anymore. Not entirely sure. Maybe she does. You'd think I should know that, but very colorful older house over there, the blue and the yellow. And a Canadian flag flying as well. I guess this is still a house, but not in good shape. It's hard to say if anybody's actually in there or not, if it's actually has a not lived in look actually. So as I often point out, this is sometimes called the transition area because it's transitioning from residential to business, but it's been transitioning a long time and it's still a mixture without a whole lot of change. At one point it would have all been residential, pretty much, and over time we've gotten more multi-unit buildings and houses that are now offices. This one looks like a house, but the last sign on it says Rainbow Lamp, although it says it's for sale. And this was a very nice little family-run Chinese restaurant, and now it's a sub place. I think probably whoever runs it might live in there as well. Certainly the Chinese family or Vietnamese family, I think they were Chinese, that lived there before lived upstairs and had their little restaurant downstairs. So I hope they moved out because they were able to go somewhere nicer. I don't know. Just used to be there, now they're not. Bullinger Fine Art Gallery over there. Trying to read that. Yes, bright and sunny for sure. I can't say there's not a cloud in the sky, but what there is doesn't amount to much. There's a few wisps up there above me. Somebody asked, actually on here, commented on a video and was asking me about our long winters, if they were gray and cloudy or bright and sunny. And generally speaking, our winters are bright and sunny. Cold, but bright and sunny. We don't get all that many long stretches of cloudy weather, although we just had one, I guess, when we were having the snow. It was cloudy for several days. But the coldest days are the brightest and sunniest days because that's usually a high pressure system coming down from the Arctic and bringing really cold air with it, as in the minus 30 sort of air, or colder. Coldest I've ever seen it in Saskatchewan, back when I lived in Weyburn, was minus 47. I think that was Fahrenheit. I don't think it was Celsius one morning. It might have been Celsius. At minus 40, the two come together. After that, the Celsius numbers are colder. Minus 47 Celsius would be over minus 50 something Fahrenheit. But even if it was minus 47 Fahrenheit, it was a cold morning. I was a reporter at the Weyburn Review at the time, so early 80s, and my editor, Christopher Holland, at the time, his car didn't start, so mine had. So I went to give him a boost, and it was so cold that the insulation on the booster cables cracked and fell off when I tried to bend them to give him a boost. This used to be the Y. It's now a health center that's being worked on, something called the Nest. There's a gym in there I keep meaning to check out. That's City Hall up ahead of us, the tall white building. When all the lights are working, it has a golden crown at night because this is the Queen City. That's what Regina means. Well, Regina means queen. We just pronounce it Regina. And yes, that has been the source of numerous jokes, even on national television in the States. People find our name funny. I don't know who started pronouncing it wrong, but it stuck. You say Regina, and I say Regina. You say patina, and I say patina. Regina, Regina, patina, patina. Let's call the whole thing off. So again, City Hall, it's the courthouse there, and you can see the North Canadian Oil's building again over there. That rather formidable and unpleasant looking building straight ahead with Canada on the side of it is Revenue Canada, the tax man. Think Internal Revenue Service if you're in the States. Or whatever your personal hated government tax organization is, because I don't imagine tax people are popular anywhere. Never have been. You're less likely to complain if you're happy with the services that you get for your money, but then you see how much the government wastes, and people tend to get upset. City Hall courtyard's over there. Open again. It was fenced off for a while because we had a big homeless encampment there for a while, but they cleared away for safety reasons. And once they made sure that there were no discarded needles and stuff in the grass, they removed the fence, and it's been open again since then. First Presbyterian over there. Sorry, Knox Metropolitan, not First Presbyterian. Knox Metropolitan United Church. Although it was a Presbyterian church to begin with, I think. They've got Regina Philharmonic Chorus happened Sunday, I guess. I used to sing with them for a long time. This is my favorite apartment building, the Balfour here. Kind of the Spanish courtyard effect that they've got. Definitely the look they're going for here. Balfour. There's downtown, of course. The heart of downtown. This is all downtown. And coming up on the right is First Baptist Church. I'll be singing in their Christmas concert. I'm going to my first rehearsal there Thursday night. Concert's on December 10th. I'm doing a solo, and then also a solo at the beginning of another piece, and then helping out their bass section. I did it for the Easter concert, and they do a really good concert, so I'm looking forward to it. And not just because they pay me a little bit, it's just an honorarium. That's a pretty good downtown look there. Move over this way to avoid the, there's always a sign somewhere. The white building up there is the Edward Tower. Coffee shop I often go to is on its bottom floor. The one with the kind of steeple there is federal government building. Over the hill towers over there, there's 3 of them. Here's the Saskatchewan Land Survey, Land Titles Building, I should say. Land Titles Building. No longer Land Titles Building now, it's just a government building, but it's a heritage site and home to the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame, as you can see. Also, the Administration Center for Sport, Culture, and Recreation. And then we have Hotel Saskatchewan, my destination. I might walk again, stream again when I walk home. Since this is so short, and since the weather's nice, I don't have to worry about putting the microphone on since I managed to misplace it in the house somewhere. And that'll be 2-ish, probably, my time. It's currently 11:55, just before lunch. So I'll be here for a couple of hours, then head home. That's my expectation. And as always, here's the Hotel Saskatchewan. And the Kirby building beyond it is the Saskatchewan building. We'll stop right here. With a nice view of the clock there. You can see what time it is. And yeah, probably I'll be back later, but if not, thanks for walking with me, and I will see you again sometime soon. Bye for now.